MYOB setup using the Easy Setup Assistant to set up your sales module. I'm going to click on Sales, and in our assistant or wizard we're taken to the introduction. Always good to read this thoroughly because they try to give you some information as best they can to help you explain the goal with this section. I'm going to click Next to get to our layout, and we're at the layout option here. Now this can be a very interesting choice that you make, and I'll just cover these briefly. No default means there won't be any particular type of invoice layout, but most people tend to use one invoice layout. The thing about a service invoice or sales layout is that you're given a lot of space to write about the service that you've done, and then you have to choose an income account just like we've previously set up, and then you give a dollar amount, and that's how a service invoice works. An item invoice, notice there are a lot more columns to choose from. The reason is because it's designed for you to sell products or items. However, we use it when we provide services because we only want to remember an item number. So let's say we do 2 hours of computer training. We simply sell 2 products of one-to-one training, for example, at a certain dollar rate, and then we get a total. So this is actually my preference, whether you're using service or item. Professional tends to be date-based, where you put a date, description of the service, an income account from your accounts list that we covered in a previous video, and then a dollar value. Time billing tends to be date and time, more specific, particularly if you're billing in increments smaller than 1 hour. You can actually set the increments. And miscellaneous is very broad, probably not what you would use commonly unless you do a lot of small jobs where you go to a client, you do the work, you're paid straight away, and you don't want to enter a lot of information about each sale. So I'm going to choose the item option and then click Next. We'll cover some of these other details in a forthcoming video.